Hello, hello. So, in this guide, we're going to break down the 5 best salon appointment apps based on your specific needs. Whether you're a solo stylist looking for a simple online booking platform, or you're managing a multi location salon that needs sophisticated scheduling and automation tools, there is an app here designed for your situation. And this is a really important topic for salon owners because, especially these days, not all salon software handles appointments equally well. Some platforms bolt on booking functionality as an afterthought, while other platforms make scheduling their centerpiece, even when they offer additional features for things like retail. So, here's what we're going to cover, ordered from what works best for independent professionals all the way up to larger salons. First, we're going to look at Gloss Genius, which is great for solo stylists and small teams. Second, we're going to look at Mango Mint, which is ideal for growing salons of, say, 10 to 20 plus providers. Third, we're going to look at Mindbody, which is designed for salon and med spa businesses who also offer classes and appointments. Fourth is going to be Booker, which is good for large and multi-location salons. And then fifth, we are going to take a look at Boulevard, which is great for strategic growth-focused salons. So with all 5 of these, we're going to talk about what makes each one stand out so you can ultimately choose the right one and stop dealing with scheduling nightmares. So first up is Gloss Genius. This is a salon and spa appointment app that bills itself as an all-in-one option. First founded in 2016, it's become well known as an efficient option for solo stylists and small teams. Starting at $28 a month for solo stylists, the lowest tier includes must-have features like online booking, inventory management, and analytics and reporting. But you do have to pay more to get other booking features like a waitlist and resource management, meaning the option to book like hood dryers, manicure stations, etc. with each service. In terms of appointment features with this one, for the standard membership tier, you're going to get 24/7 online booking. And I really like the way they do this because clients can book appointments without having to download an app or make an account to log in with. They can just book their appointment and move on with their day. You're also going to get a booking website builder, which gives you templates, a portfolio or gallery page, and a customizable service catalog so you can specifically add services you do and not have to worry about ones that you don't offer. You're also going to get automated reminders, which means appointment confirmations and reminders via text message or email. Calendar management, where you get daily and weekly views, gap time settings, processing time between appointments, and you can even set it up so that you can double book services while someone's processing, for example. It also has deposit functionality, which is the option to require deposits at booking, which helps cut down quite a bit on no-shows. Next, you also get cancellation and no-show policy functionality, which are built-in policies that clients have to agree to in order to book the appointment, plus the ability to charge their card on file as per the policy that you've set up. You're going to get multi-platform booking, which means that clients can book through your salon's Instagram and Facebook pages. And lastly, client insights and reports, which helps you track how new clients discover your business, and plenty of other analytics to help you grow and make the most of your salon. There are a few things that are pretty handy to have, though, that you do have to upgrade to a higher tier if you want to get. That includes the waitlist, which automatically notifies clients when an appointment slot opens up, reserving through Google Search and Google Maps, resource management, so again, being able to book specific equipment like hood dryers or manicure stations, and finally, digital forms and waivers that clients can complete before their appointment. All of that is going to cost you extra. In terms of the overall pros and cons, though, this is a pretty solid choice, again, if you're a smaller salon or an independent stylist. The online booking is really friction-free, and that's true whether a client does it from Facebook, Instagram, or the booking website you set up through Gloss Genius. They also have a really handy free data transfer service, and that makes switching to this salon appointment app really simple and easy, because if you want to get all of the data, formulas, notes from your clients, you don't want to spend days or weeks doing that, right? So they've got a free service to take care of that for you. In terms of their payment processing fee, it is a flat 2.6% for each transaction rather than a variable rate like you will see with other platforms. And lastly, it's just a really beautifully designed modern interface. It works well for both clients and stylists. There are a few cons to be aware of with Gloss Genius, though. For example, certain settings in the software, like processing time, aren't 100% customizable all the time. You can't just change it on the fly, which can be a little bit annoying. There are also a few other must-have booking features like the waitlist that are only available on higher tiers. And then lastly, users have reported occasional app stability issues. And nothing is ever perfect all the time, but still knowing that people complain about this, no one wants their software to go down, on a Saturday when support desk is closed, for example. So definitely be aware of that. With that said, I would say Gloss Genius is really best for independent stylists, estheticians, and solo practitioners, small salons because you only get up to 9 team members even on the gold plan, any professional who wants a just really beautiful, simple, client-facing booking experience, and anyone who really wants ease of use over complex, more customizable features. Up second is Mango Mint, which is a salon and spa appointment app that launched back in 2017 and has quickly become known as one of the highest rated platforms in the industry. It is specifically designed for salons and spas with teams of 10 or more service providers, so it's really ideal for growing businesses that have already outgrown simpler salon appointment apps. It starts at $165 a month for the Essentials plan, and that gives you up to 10 service providers, which makes it a clear step up in price from solo-focused apps like the one we just looked at, right? But with that price tag, you get a really sophisticated interface that clients consistently rave about. In terms of other features with this one, they have a proprietary express booking feature that makes scheduling faster for both clients and staff. You also get 24/7 online booking with a customizable booking page, which allows clients to book anytime without logging in and feel like they're really interacting with your brand instead of, some other apps don't really let you customize that page. You're going to get calendar management with really fast refresh rates. And what that means is that when someone books an appointment online, it's going to appear almost instantly on your calendar. If you've ever used a clunkier app, you might have had the experience of trying to book someone in a spot while someone is trying to book it online. It's one of the most frustrating and kind of awkward situations you could find yourself in. So this really fast refresh rate makes a big difference. There are a few other nice little features here like color-coded appointments, daily and weekly views, and multiple calendar view options. So if you want to see specific stylists or a specific room, you can do all of that. You also get automated reminders for appointment confirmations. You can take deposits at time of booking that will integrate seamlessly with your point of sale, which is a huge headache solved, speaking from experience. You're going to get a built-in waitlist feature to automatically fill last-minute cancellations, and you can easily schedule standing appointments for regular clients if they want to rebook on a standard schedule. And that's a pretty good set of features for the base tier, but there are a few things that you will have to upgrade to a higher tier if you want to get. If you want memberships, such as selling and managing recurring spa membership packages with automatic billing, that'll be extra. So will group booking if you want to book clients together for couples or group services like bridesmaid events. And resource scheduling, such as booking rooms, equipment, or specific stations, is also an extra fee. All of that said, the key pros of Mango Mint are that you can get month-to-month pricing with no long-term contracts required. So if you decide it doesn't work for you, you can swap almost any time. You're not locked into anything. They also are known to have really responsive customer support with live chat available, which is always nice. And lastly, this is really well designed for chair rental salons because they give you the ability to route payments to individual accounts or service providers. The drawbacks of Mango Mint, first of all, is it is a higher entry price point, right? It's a little cost prohibitive for smaller salons. It's also just flat out not designed for solo stylists whatsoever. Even at the lowest tier, you need to have a minimum of 2 providers, and so it just doesn't make sense if you're a solo. It also has some must-have features that you have to pay extra for, such as two-way texting between clients to talk about, if specific retail is in stock or if they want to add something onto their service, you have to pay extra for that ability. And then lastly, there aren't a whole lot of third-party integrations compared to other platforms. Now, if you don't use other tools, then that's probably not going to be a problem for you. But if you've got, say, an email marketing tool or platform that you really enjoy, it may or may not play nicely with Mango Mint. So I think who Mango Mint is really best for is going to be salons and spas with teams of several service providers, in the realm of 4 or 5 or more. It's also going to be great for chair rental or booth rental salons who need individual payment processing, and for just any salon that's growing and really prioritizes speed, design, and customer support in your software. This will be a good choice if that sounds like you. Third, we've got Mindbody, which is an appointment scheduling platform that's been around since 2001, and that does make it one of the most established names in the industry. And while it is still used by salons and spas today, it has shifted in recent years more towards combo studios and locations. So, fitness studios that do spray tans, things like that, wellness businesses in general that offer both classes and individual appointments. That's really who Mindbody is catering to these days. They also don't, at the time of writing, publish their pricing online, which is always a little bit tricky, right? That said, user reviews show that the costs can add up fast because the way that this one works is while they do have three tiers to choose from, there's lots of different add ons and a la carte features. And if you aren't careful, it gets expensive fast. But its biggest draw is worth mentioning, which is the dual functionality. It handles both class-based scheduling and traditional appointment one-on-one service booking. So if your location does offer group classes alongside individual services, Mindbody might be worth considering. And I also want to say that this isn't strictly limited to wellness businesses or anything like that. You know, if you're a children's salon, for example, maybe you teach group braiding classes so that parents can learn how to do their children's hair. This is really a good opportunity if you can figure out how to leverage it well for your business. In terms of the features you're going to get with the starter plan for Mindbody, of course, you get online booking, 24/7 client booking through your website or the Mindbody app, appointment and class scheduling, like we said, real-time scheduling. So we've got instant updates across all devices, which means that clients are always going to see accurate availability and never be confused about why it seems like there's an appointment open, but they can't book it. Automated reminders are also included on this tier, as well as staff scheduling, so people can view and update their own schedules through the app, credit card holds, so you can collect payment details at booking to reduce no-shows, waitlist management, and a unique thing with this one is your services will appear in the Mindbody consumer marketplace. This is a marketplace that, according to Mindbody, has 2.4 million active users searching for services every single day, so it could be a great way to market your business. That said, if you want, for example, an automated waitlist that automatically notifies waitlisted clients, group appointment booking for couples or groups, multi-service booking, which would allow someone to, for example, book a massage with one service provider and a color back-to-back in the same session, and their AI messenger assistant that books appointments and answers basic questions via text, those are all things you have to pay for a higher tier in order to get. So keep that in mind. In terms of the overall pros of Mindbody, it is a really robust feature set. It's great for handling both appointments and classes seamlessly. And if that describes your business, Mindbody is really the one to pick. No one else really does this. Their Mindbody marketplace also connects you with millions of potential new clients who you otherwise might not be able to get in front of. And it works really well for multi-location businesses, especially if you have complex scheduling needs where maybe someone works between two different locations or their schedule just isn't the same week to week. The cons of Mindbody to be aware of are that people report pretty frequent price increases, and as a long-term customer, that can be frustrating to pay more without getting more, right? The interface can also feel a little dated and clunky compared to the next two platforms we're going to talk about. Because again, with this not being really geared towards the traditional salon or spa these days, booking a standard hair appointment, it can be less than seamless for your clients, let's say. It's also got a bit of a learning curve. So if you aren't familiar with salon appointment apps in general, or just aren't super tech savvy, it can be a bit of a learning curve to figure out how everything works. And then lastly, the pricing structure. Like I said, it's not even listed on the website. And from people I've talked to, when you do get into talking to Mindbody about pricing, it's a little bit confusing. Things add up quickly with all the little add-ons that you want. That's not to say it's impossible to get a package that gives you good ROI, but just that you have to be a little bit more careful than you would with a more all-in-one platform. So all in all, Mindbody is really best for salons who want access to that marketplace and that 2.4 million people to get some new clients, wellness centers and med spas that offer both classes and individual appointments, and fitness beauty hybrid studios. So if you do like bar classes and spray tans or yoga and massage, this would be a really great one to look into. The fourth salon appointment app we're going to look at is Booker. This is one that's been around since 2007, but was actually acquired by Mindbody in 2018. That said, it's still its own completely separate appointment app, and it's really marketed as an enterprise grade solution for established or multi-location businesses. It's got really complex functionality in terms of reporting, inventory, and even how the appointment booking system itself works. So, for someone who is newer or just doesn't have a whole lot of complexity to the salon business, this one might be a little more complicated than it's worth. That said, the starter plan is $139 a month, and that said, the starter plan is priced at $139 a month, and thanks to that recent Mindbody merger, Booker now has a few more compelling features on top of what they already had, particularly the ability to list your salon on that same Mindbody marketplace I mentioned before, and that 2.4 million active users that you can get in front of. Appointment features you get with the starter plan include 24/7 online booking, which allows clients to book not only through your website, but also mobile devices and from social media platforms. So if you've got like an Instagram or a Facebook page for your salon, you can add a book now button that clients can click and then go select their appointment slot. It's also got great calendar management where you can view schedules by a specific staff member, by room, or kind of any custom view you want. You can also print staff itineraries through a standard receipt printer, which for salons that do still prefer pen and paper to an extent, is really nice to have that option in this day and age. You also get text notifications. At this tier, you get up to 3,000 text notifications and reminders per month that you can send out. And those are going to be automated as well. You're not going to have to manually go in there and send those out. Now, if you upgrade to a higher tier, you get a few things that are a little bit less directly related to appointment booking, but are really helpful for growing your business. There's an email campaign builder that lets you create and send email campaigns to your existing clients, customer feedback tools that automate sending them requests to give you a review, and just give general feedback. There's built-in tools for customer referral programs if you want to incentivize referrals. And just like the other main Mindbody app, with a higher tier, you get access to their Messenger AI assistant that can book appointments and answer basic questions 24/7. So the biggest pros of Booker, in my eyes, are, of course, access to that Mindbody marketplace that's really unique to them. The comprehensive and super deep reporting and analytics features for complex salon operations. Whether you're chair rental or run off a commission system, this is going to really allow every single member of staff to see where they could improve and where they're doing well at a glance. It's also just great in general for multi-location businesses who have a lot of staff. You know, when you get up to, say, 25 or 30 staff members or more across multiple locations, that can be really hard to keep track of, even with a super modern software. So knowing that this is built to grow with you is just awesome peace of mind. There are a few cons to be aware of, though. The first one and biggest one is that the mobile app has really gone downhill according to many users in recent years. And by that, I don't mean clients who book appointments, but stylists who try to use it, trying to log in and view their schedule, book time off, view reports through the mobile app used to be very easy, but since the merger has seemed to get worse and worse, and that is a major thing to be addressed. Also, if you're going to call in for customer support, these days the wait times can exceed 1 hour. When you do finally get through to someone, they tend to be so helpful, but a 1 hour wait, especially on a busy day, is hard to deal with. It's also, the interface is intuitive, but not particularly simple. So for people who aren't tech savvy or who have maybe never used a salon appointment app before, it can take some time to really learn and get the hang of. And then lastly, just like with Mindbody's main app, the pricing can escalate quickly with add-ons. So you really want to be mindful of what you need, what benefits you're getting, so you get true ROI out of this. With all of that in mind, Booker is really going to be best for businesses who specifically want that AI booking assistant feature, because that is handy and fairly unique here. For salons that can work primarily from a desktop computer, because like I mentioned, the mobile app is not the most reliable these days. And then lastly, just large established salon and spa businesses or chains in general. Because the reporting is so deep and the functionality is so customizable, if you're, a solo stylist operating a barbershop, you're just not going to need most of what this gives you. And so it's not going to be worth the money. And the fifth and final salon appointment app we are going to talk about today is Boulevard. This is one that launched in 2016 and almost immediately became known for its modern, intuitive design and exceptional customer experience. It's specifically built for salons, spas, and med spas, which means the user interface is far more intuitive than apps adapted from other industries, like the Mindbody app, for example. It starts at $176 a month for the lowest tier, or $158 a month if you opt for an annual contract. And with that price, you get so much more than just a salon appointment app. This is just a really fantastic all-in-one solution for growth-focused salons. I would say Boulevard's biggest draw is its focus on the client experience, because from the seamless no login online booking to really thoughtfully designed automated communications and reminders, every feature is designed to make you and your salon look and feel truly premium, top of the line, world class. The appointment features that you get that contribute to that feeling on the Essentials plan are online booking, which, like I said, is no login required for your clients and seamlessly integrated into your website. So it all goes together and there's no weird additional URLs or pop-ups. You also get automated reminders, and that includes text or email reminders, or both. Smart scheduling tools, which are going to automatically give you suggestions for optimal appointment times to maximize revenue. So if you're sick of having gappy days or having to sit around between clients, this is really going to help with that. It's got a waitlist feature to fill those last-minute cancellations. Multi-service booking. So again, if you've got someone who provides facials, someone who's doing hair services, a client can book all of that in one go without having to log out and in or do any clunky matching up type of stuff. There's also social media booking, which lets you add a book now button to your Instagram and Facebook. Calendar management, which gives you not just the view of the day's appointments, but as far out as you want to see, a really clean calendar with clear visibility of any part of the day or week you want to look at. And then it's got this really sleek client check-in dashboard. So at a glance, any stylist can look and see who's waiting, who's running late, who's been checked out already, and really just makes it easier to get through the day and know if you need to call someone and find out where they are, or if they're already waiting for you. If you choose to upgrade to a higher tier, you're also going to get the ability to collect deposits at booking to reduce no-shows, to schedule resources, so rooms, equipment, or stations alongside each service. There's an option for a front desk iPad app, so for an additional cost, you can manage check-ins and walk-ins from a dedicated iPad for that purpose alone. It's also got multi-merchant transactions, which means if you've got a booth rental or chair rental salon, it's really easy to route each payment to the appropriate provider. And then you also get digital intake forms and client charts that can all be completed ahead of appointments. And so with Boulevard, while like the other platforms we've talked about today, there are features that you can pay to upgrade. I feel like the base tier comes with a lot of the things you need. Like the waitlist is built into the base tier, the automated reminders. I love that you don't have to pay extra for these things that really are must-haves no matter what size your salon is. So all in all, the pros of Boulevard are it has a beautiful modern interface that both staff and clients find pretty easy to use. They have exceptional customer support that, in my experience, is consistently faster than competitors. It's built specifically for salons and spas instead of adapted from like a fitness or a different industry. And they have this proprietary precision scheduling tool that automatically fills gaps in your calendar to maximize revenue. The cons of Boulevard are going to be that, honestly, the premium pricing is well worth the value, but it is a bit cost prohibitive potentially for salons with fewer than 5 providers. They also don't offer a free trial at this time. You can book a demo with the sales team to get all of your questions answered, but you can't get in there and really play with things yourself at this point in time. So, Boulevard is going to be best for medium to large salons with 5 or more service providers, salons who are trying to consolidate multiple disconnected tools. So if you've got like Square for payments and then Google Docs for customer notes and whatever else going on, you're going to be able to put all of that into this one system and do it once and be done with it. If you and your team really find that you need a lot of customer support, or at least want the peace of mind of knowing that you have it, this is going to be a great choice. And just in general, if you're focused on really growing your business or long term efficiency as a result of having this premium all in one software, it's going to be a really great choice and really good bang for your buck. Ultimately, choosing the best salon appointment app comes down to your business size, your booking volume, and your growth trajectory. Quick recap on the 5 that we looked at today. Solo stylists can thrive with Gloss Genius's affordability and stunning client experience. Small but growing teams are going to do well with Mango Mint's speed and really modern interface. If you have complex operations like managing classes alongside appointments, Mindbody's flexibility is probably going to be the best choice. If you are a large enterprise, multi-location for example, you might consider Booker, even though the mobile app leaves a bit to be desired. And Boulevard delivers the premium experience that growth-focused salons really need as a strong foundation in order to scale efficiently. From here, I would recommend that you start with demos or free trials to test how each platform handles your actual scheduling challenges. Think about what features matter most in appointment software. For most salons, that's going to be no login booking, automated reminders, and intelligent waitlist management. With those in place, you can build quite an empire. So, choose the salon appointment app that makes booking effortless for your clients and eliminates double bookings for your team. With the right app, your salon will be poised to not just survive, but thrive.